Welcome to the DCTV News at Noon program. I'm Kendra Cook. Dolores County Broadcasting Network is the producer of DCTV with support from the Southwest Colorado TV Translator Association. If you have a news topic or event that you would like to see covered, give us a call. The studio number is 970-677-4119. Today's show runs Tuesday at noon and is uploaded to our YouTube channel and our DCTV News at Noon Facebook page to watch on demand. Today is September 3rd, 2019. And now the news at noon. I'm going to lead with sports featuring a local win. The headline from the Journal reads, Bulldogs kick off season with blowout win over Monument Valley. Photo from DCHS Facebook page. Showing no indication of cobwebs after a long off-season, Corbin Kressler and the Dove Creek High School football team opened their season in style with a 58-14 road victory over Monument Valley on August 30th last Friday. Bulldogs quarterback Kressler figures to be among the most explosive players in the A8 Mountain League this season, and Friday he got off to a good start. The sophomore rushed for 188 yards and 4 touchdowns and threw for an additional 77 yards during what was likely the best performance of his young career. Several other Dove Creek ball carriers also enjoyed outstanding evenings, including freshman Cade Hankins, who rushed for 106 yards and 1 touchdown, and Gage Thompson, who ran for 73 yards and 1 touchdown. Dove Creek amassed 461 rushing yards on 41 carries and scored all 7 of its touchdowns on the ground. Freshman Kendall Gardner paced the Bulldogs on defense with 2 sacks, and junior Hayden Gray led the team in total tackles with 5. Dove Creek led 24-6 at the end of the first quarter and found itself ahead 46-6 at halftime. 2 touchdowns during the third quarter put Dove Creek ahead 58-14, and neither team scored during the final quarter of the contest. With its record now at 1-0 on the season, Dove Creek will prepare for this week's contest against Rangeley, which will take place on the road on September 6th. Go Bulldogs. And reported in the Durango Herald, a bear-caused motorcycle crash on Highway 550 north of Durango. 2 Texas residents were injured after a bear ran into their 3-wheeled motorcycle on Saturday night on U.S. Highway 550 north of Durango. The bear was crossing the highway south of Trimble Lane and hit the side of the trike, Colorado State Patrol Trooper Bradley Sparger said. The man driving the motorcycle suffered a broken leg, and his female passenger suffered a serious leg injury and head trauma, Sparger said. The 2 were transported to Mercy Regional Medical Center for treatment, Sparger said on Monday afternoon. The man has been released from the hospital. The bear ran off after it was hit. The crash happened between 8:30 and 9 p.m. Saturday and closed down the highway for about an hour. From the Journal, courtesy photo. The Bureau of Land Management, Southwest Colorado Fire and Aviation Management Unit transferred 10 two-way radios to the Egner Volunteer Fire Department in San Miguel County to enhance its wildland firefighting capabilities. The radios were transferred under BLM's Rural Fire Readiness Program, which is designed to provide equipment to local wildland firefighting partners at no cost. The BLM works closely with local and rural fire departments to suppress wildland fires that threaten communities, property, and natural resources, says Brandon Lewis, BLM Fire Management Officer. This equipment will improve the Egner Volunteer Fire Department's wildfire response capabilities as we work together to fight wildfires in southwest Colorado. Cooperative partnerships between the BLM and local and rural fire departments are crucial to remote wildfire response on private, state, and federal lands affecting grazing, recreational, wildlife, and other values important to local economies. Every year, an average of 4,553 wildfires burn about 131,016 acres of land in Colorado. The BLM accepts applications from local fire departments for available vehicles, equipment, and supplies. To receive wildland firefighting vehicles, equipment, and supplies through the RFR program, local fire departments must have an existing cooperative fire response agreement with the BLM. They must serve a rural community or area, have wildland fire protection responsibilities, be in close proximity to BLM-administered lands, and respond to wildland fires in support of BLM when available and as needed. For more information on the RFR program, call Brandon Lewis at 970-240-5351. And now, let's take a look at the weather. Okay, so don't get too nervous about this week's graphics for the weather. Yes, almost every day or evening there's a chance for rain and showers after today, but those percentages are holding just around 20 to 30%. Nationally, all eyes continue to be on the East Coast as Hurricane Dorian remains almost in place for the past couple of days. It's been damaging the Bahamas, and everyone is keeping close tabs on the progress as it hopefully moves up and away from the coastline in the next few days. Here locally at home, according to the National Weather Service, today hot again, mostly sunny all day with a high near 89 degrees, northeast winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 60, northwest winds just 5 miles an hour, making for a warm evening, not cooling down too much. And again into Wednesday, mostly sunny with a high near 89 degrees. Southeast winds 5 to 10 miles an hour, but then we see a chance for rain Wednesday night. 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms before midnight, partly cloudy with a low around 56. Southeast winds 5 to 10 miles an hour, and into Thursday we remain at a 30% chance for showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. The rest of the day sunny with a high near 86 degrees, southeast wind around 5 miles an hour. And Thursday night we remain at that 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms, probably before midnight, partly cloudy with a low around 56. And right on into Friday, a 30% chance for showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon, mostly sunny with a high near 85. Friday night, a chance of showers and thunderstorms, mainly before midnight. We'll see those partly cloudy skies with a low around 56 degrees, and this pattern continues throughout the weekend. Saturday, a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon, through though sunny otherwise with a high near 83 degrees, so the hot weather may be kicking back just a bit over the course of this week, the first week of fall, meteorologically speaking. And Saturday night, a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms before midnight, mostly clear with a low around 55. And again, Sunday, a chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly sunny with a high near 82 degrees. Sunday night, a chance of showers and thunderstorms, partly cloudy with a low to 52. So hopefully we'll see some needed precipitation as we have re-entered the D1 stage of the drought monitor. And of course, we'd like the rain without the lightning, please. And now, back to the news. From the Journal, AP Photo. A major part of a multi-million-dollar effort to rebuild a ventilation system at the U.S. government's only underground nuclear waste repository is expected to be done by next year, officials announced last week. The U.S. Department of Energy recently awarded a contract for the construction of a utility shaft essential to the project, the Carlsbad Current Argus reports. The shaft was designed with a 26-foot diameter extending 2,275 feet underground. The rebuilt system of the waste isolation pilot plant in Carlsbad, New Mexico, is intended to add air to the underground and allow the placement of mining and other waste to occur simultaneously. Nuclear Waste Partnership, the contractor that operates the waste isolation pilot plant's day-to-day activities, announced the $75 million contract was awarded to Harrison Western Shaft Sinkers. Quote, "This is an extremely important day for us," Nuclear Waste Partnership President Bruce Covert said. The contract also included 2 access drifts or tunnels to be mined and connect the shaft to the rest of the underground. Work on the ventilation system's primary components began last summer under a $135 million contract with Carlsbad-based Critical Applications Alliance, and the project was expected to be finished by 2021. U.S. Representative Chodel Torres-Small, a Democrat from Las Cruces, said the project was essential to ensuring ongoing operations at WIPP to dispose of transuranic waste generated during nuclear operations across the country. Quote, "Southern New Mexico plays a critical role in our national security, including the part it plays in permanently disposing nuclear waste generated from decades of defense testing across the country," she said. The ventilation overhaul was prompted by a radiation release in 2014 that contaminated parts of the repository and forced its closure for nearly 3 years. The Waste Isolation Pilot Plant and Nuclear Waste Partnership were recently under federal investigation regarding worker exposure to hazardous chemicals related to a lack of airflow underground, records show. The Department of Energy's Office of Enterprise Assessments filed a notice on January 29th of its intent to investigate the Nuclear Waste Partnership. Between July and October 2018, employees in the underground nuclear waste repository were potentially overexposed to carbon tetrachloride, nitrogen dioxide, and sulfur dioxide, read the notice, including a series of heat stress incidents, officials said. And reported in the Journal, courtesy The Gazette, with a photo by Parker Seibold. Sandra and 83-year-old Viola Padilla are crazy about rocks, so they tackle one of Colorado's most notorious roads, the jagged, bone-rattling, white-knuckling, heart-pounding track towards Antero's 14,269-foot summit. The switchbacks start on the tundra, skirting sheer drop-offs. Dead Man's Curve is named for obvious reasons. Rock crazy, the duo calls themselves, along with other pilgrims drawn by the talisman locked in this granite. The mountain boasts North America's highest gem field, as the nation learned in Prospectors, the reality TV show of 2013. Though brief in its run on the Weather Channel, the show has had a lasting impact. More seekers have come for the ultimate prize, aquamarine crystals considered world-class. It's definitely a movement we're witnessing, says Craig Cardwell, a Prospectors subject and one of the mountain's preeminent claim holders based in Buena Vista. Gonzalez and Padilla were here before this pop culture wave every summer of the 12 years since they staked their first claim. They scour mountains elsewhere, but Antero poses their ultimate treasure hunt. That's what drives them, the treasure hunt, says Gonzalez, who had a successful career as a therapist before retiring to pursue her childhood hobby of scrounging in the dirt. For Padilla, the mountain makes her feel young and rejuvenated. The Colorado natives figure prominently in the state's rockhound scene. Come September 6th, they'll greet dealers at Denver's Mineral and Fossil Show, among the biggest of its kind in the country and owned by Gonzalez. She's been a mentor for newcomers to the field, including Jason Royce and Ian Schimpfle, the rising stars on Antero, she calls them. She guided them there 5 years ago, watched them straddle a ridge amid fierce blistering wind to stake their claim. Amy Titterington, a U.S. Forest Service geologist assigned to Antero, has seen the shouting matches, the tense standoffs. She's seen more miners daring the extreme elements and more flights for life. Other conflicts have come from an increased number of fortune-seeking vagrants, she writes in an email. Quote, an increased Forest Service or law enforcement presence would help alleviate some of these issues, but ultimately it's up to the claimant to protect their claim. To an extent, under the terms of, quote, casual use defined by law, outsiders can scavenge federal ground without a permit, but land managers warn of intruding, especially with Antero's slopes proliferated with claims, some marked and some not. To be sure of their locations, one is directed to the county courthouse to pull records and maps, or one can try for a claim. It's a fairly straightforward process through the Bureau of Land Management, which handles applications for Antero and charges $225 for plots up to 20 acres. But in the wake of Prospectors, regulators deem space on the mountain extremely limited. The BLM counts about 180 claims across Antero and neighboring Mount White. From Spalmer's view, the TV show caused a, quote, mineral claiming frenzy, blanketing the area with claims of unknown, uncertain, and erroneous validity. Perhaps there is still mining desires running through the blood of many Americans, not just in Colorado. And today's High Canyon Country happenings. September 5th is the Town of Dove Creek workshop meeting that starts at 6:30 p.m. The address of the town office is 505 West 4th Street. For any questions or if you'd like to be on the next meeting agenda, call the town at 970-677-2255 or email towndc@centurytel.net. And up in Dolores on September 5th, the Women's Co-op is having an informational meeting at the Dolores Public Library, starting at 6:30 p.m. This meeting is for anyone who would like to know more about the co-op and how to join and what the details, location, and levels of participation will be. Please enter at the side door. Again, that's in the town of Dolores. And Friday, September 6th, the Blackwell Brothers will be at Mancus Brewing, starting at 5:30 p.m. Music starts at 6. Blackwell Brothers brings hard-hitting classic rock to the Mancus Brewing Company for your listening pleasure. And also in Mancus on September 8th, it's their Harvest Supper Community Potluck. That starts at 5 p.m. in the Mancus Creative District. Please join them as they line Mesa Avenue to the bridge at Fahrenheit Coffee Roasters. Mount Lookout Grange will be providing the entree. Please bring a dish to share and chairs, cups, plates, and silverware. Music will be by Mancus Women's Singing Circle. And I post up all of these High Canyon Country happenings on our Facebook page, which is DCTV News at Noon, so you can look up phone numbers and dates. And we also upload the daily news to our YouTube channel, which you can search for with the same name, DCTV News at Noon. And the broadcast is also posted to the general Facebook page where we add links to the stories of interest, share other event or news, and where you can join in on the conversation too. This is your local community TV station, so if you have something you'd like to share, contact us by email. It's dcbnnews@gmail.com or call the station 970-677-4119 and we'll be happy to help. And thank you for tuning in. News at Noon now airs at noon Monday through Friday, and then is available on demand online on our YouTube channel and posted on our DCTV News at Noon Facebook page, where we ask that you please like us there and share it with your friends and family. This has been a production of DCTV for the News at Noon program out of Dove Creek, Colorado, USA. I'm Kendra Cook. Thank you for watching.